Hey, what's up, guys? Chris here, and today we are going to talk about Week 1 Chargers at Kansas City, the analysis, the recap for this game. So let's go ahead, let's get into this. The Chiefs get the ball to start off this game. They drive 7 plays, 46 yards. The Chargers hold them to a field goal though. Santos with the 47-yarder. They had a chance to convert on here. Alex Smith passing complete to Macklin, though. But the Chargers come out, their first drive of the game. They march down the field, 6 plays, 75 yards. Throughout, Rivers was able to find Allen. He also found T.Y. Williams for 33 yards. And what really did it was Melvin Gordon with the 1-yard rush for the touchdown. The Lambeau extra point was good, and San Diego goes up 7-3. Well, the Chiefs would respond. 6 plays, 30 yards. They end up punting. Chargers defense was really able to step up there. Chargers come out again. They go 13 plays, 80 yards, and Phillip Rivers even opens up the drive with Allen for 15 yards. He was finding Allen throughout the whole game. He had a short pass to Benjamin for 8 yards. He found Antonio Gates, who was real limited throughout the game. He had him for 4 yards throughout this drive. And Danny Woodhead would go up the middle for 12 yards, taking them down to Kansas City's 15. So inside the 20-yard line in the red zone, Woodhead would go again for 9, and Melvin Gordon ends up getting the touchdown, his second touchdown of the game. 6-yard rush, extra points good, and San Diego goes up 14-3 at this point. So things looking a little rough for Kansas City. They respond by going 3 and out. The Chargers defense was phenomenal. Smith got sacked for 9 yards. Ware took it up the middle for 10 though. And then a false start brings them back. And then Alex Smith was sacked again for another 14-yard loss. The Chargers were bringing the pressure to Alex Smith throughout the game, or at least the first half, I should really say. But Chargers with another touchdown. They were going off this first half of the game. 6 plays, 38 yards. They got great field position on Kansas City's 38. It was capped off by Phillip Rivers hitting Danny Woodhead for 4 yards. So Kansas City not looking good at this position. It's 21-3. They end up punting after 6 plays. Thankfully, they hold. Luckily they hold the Chargers to only 38 yards and 8 plays on their next drive. They have to punt. The Chiefs punt yet again. Could not get anything going on offense in this first half. So in the second half, the Chargers come out and the Chiefs hold them to 4 plays, 25 yards. They weren't able to convert on a 3rd and 1. Gordon tried to go up the middle. He got stuffed. Kansas City forced to punt it. San Diego was forced to punt it. That's my B. But the Chiefs come out and yet again, not a promising drive whatsoever. Jeremy Macklin took it to the left end, got sacked for a yard loss. Alex Smith was able to find Harris though for 7, but then Alex Smith got sacked yet again for 10, for a 10-yard loss. So they're forced to punt it. And the Chargers come out and they move down the field fairly quickly. It was capped off, though, by a Lambeau 29-yard field goal. They weren't able to convert on a long 3rd and 9. So Kansas City in major trouble, 24-3. They finally respond with a touchdown of their own. 7 plays, 75 yards. Alex Smith started off this drive with a deep pass to Ware for 45 yards. Teo was there to make the tackle. Alex Smith found Ware yet again for 9. He found Travis Kelce for 13 yards. And then it was capped off by a Tyreek Hill 9-yard pass, or 9-yard reception, the pass from Alex Smith. Santos with the field goal, and Kansas City still down though, but it's a 27-10 game. Well, the Chargers managed to take a chunk of time off the clock here. They move it 9 plays, 65 yards. Weren't able to get the job done though. On a 3rd and 6, late in the drive, Phillip Rivers had an incomplete pass. They weren't able to convert. They resort to the Lambeau 28-yard field goal. And it is now now it's a 27-10 game. I messed up the score earlier. That's my bad. So yeah, field goal, 27-10. The Chiefs come out, and the Chargers put the pressure right on Alex Smith. He starts off with a 12-yard pass to Conley. They're looking good. And then he had a pass intended for Maclin. It was intercepted. Chiefs turn it over, and man, did that suck the energy out of the building. Well, the Chargers come out, 4 plays, 8 yards, end up missing a field goal. They were in great field position. Lambeau with the 54-yard field goal. It was no good. It went wide right. So the Chiefs come out, crunch time. I mean, we're talking about 11:20 to go in the fourth quarter, and the Chiefs start getting the rally going. 7 plays, 56 yards. Alex Smith was able to find Conley for 9 to start off this drive. He found West for 7 yards later in the drive. Right after that, he had a short pass to the middle to Ware for 12 yards. He found Maclin for another 10 yards. And then it was capped off by a pass to Maclin, 19 yards, giving them the touchdown. So they put it within a 2-possession game. It's 27-17. They forced the Chargers to punt, man. The Chiefs were starting to put on the pressure. I mean, the Chargers started off this drive promising. Rivers found Henry for 20 yards, but then after that, Woodhead was only able to get 4. He ran up for another 3, and then there was an incomplete pass. So Kansas City, 2-possession game. They need at least 2 touchdowns, a touchdown and a field goal to tie the game. Smith comes out and he finds Conley for 9 yards. They go deep, incomplete though. Had a real good chance to capitalize throughout this drive. They end up settling for the field goal. So they put it within a touchdown game. It's 27-20. The Chargers were forced to punt yet again. Weren't able to do much throughout this one. Gordon runs up for 2. Phillips finds Benjamin. He gets sacked, or there was a loss for 2. And then he found Benjamin again, but no gain. So they punt. Kansas City comes out, and in quick fashion, with 1:49 to go in the game, they find, Alex Smith, he has a short pass to West for 7 yards, and then he had a pass to Maclin, 22 yards, and then Jeremy Maclin was actually injured during the play, and there was an unnecessary roughness call. Crucial play here. This sets up Kansas City 1st and goal on the 5-yard line, and then Spencer Ware finds 5 yards to gain, getting the touchdown, putting Kansas City right into this game. They're looking to go to overtime. They did a great job holding San Diego 5 plays, 10 yards, minute and 3-second drive. They weren't able to do much. So we come out in overtime. Kansas City gets the toss, and they get the ball on their 30. Alex Smith was able to find Ware early on for 20 yards. They were challenging that opening play. It was upheld though. So after that, Ware gets it for 13 yards. Alex Smith finds Travis Kelce again for 8 yards. Alex Smith found him again later on in the drive for 15 yards, setting them up first and goal on San Diego's 8-yard line. And it was capped off by an Alex Smith run up the middle, 2 yards, winning the game in overtime. This was a hell of a game. San Diego came out with an impressive first half. It was crazy. They completely shut the hell out of. They shut down Kansas City early on. I mean, it looked like they were going to run away with this game, and then they started to break down. Kansas City came out of that in that second half, more so really in the fourth quarter with that sense of urgency, and then that's when they were able to capitalize. And their defense was, I don't know what adjustments they made, man, but they were starting to get to Phillip Rivers more. They were stuffing the run a little bit more. So, forcing incompletes. I mean, the Chiefs were able to get it done. So, we'll run through some of the stats. Phillip Rivers, 25 for 36, 243 yards and a touchdown. Got sacked once. He had a really good game. I mean, late in the game, late in the second half, the offense was getting shut down a little bit, but overall, it's not like he played bad. Alex Smith, though, 34 for 48, 363 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, got sacked 3 times. As for the running game, Spencer Ware with 11 carries, 70 yards, 1 touchdown, made the most out of his touches. Danny Woodhead, 16 for 89, and Melvin Gordon, 14 for 57 with 2 touchdowns. As for the receiving, Spencer Ware, 7 receptions, 129 yards. His longest on the day was 45, actually longest receiving for anyone. Travis Kelce, 6 for 74. Jeremy Maclin, 5 for 63 with the touchdown. Tyreek Hill also had a touchdown. As for San Diego, Terrell Williams, 2 for 71. Keenan Allen, 6 for 63. Travis Benjamin, 7 for 32. Danny Woodhead, 5 for 31 with a touchdown. Antonio Gates got limited to only 20 yards, 3 for 20. Only on 4 targets, too. So they didn't really find a way to utilize him really well at all. And as for the defense, Manti Te'o led the Chargers with 8 solo tackles. Right behind him, or actually he was tied with Brandon Flowers for 8 solo tackles. After that, I mean, no one recorded above 5. Casey Hayward also had 2 pass defenses. Jartavis Brown and Jason Verrett also had 1 pass defense. Brandon Mabane, and I'm going to botch the hell out of these names, but Jerry Tuchu and Karoon Reed all had 2 QB hits. The team combined for 6. Steven Nelson with 9 solo tackles for Kansas City. Justin March with 8. Eric Berry with 6. Frank Zombo with 5. Derek Johnson with 5. Frank Zambo also had a pass defense. D Ford had a QB hit. He had 4 solo tackles. The team overall combined for 3 QB hits, 3 pass defenses. For San Diego also, Jason Verrett also had an interception. So yeah, guys, the San Diego Chargers, Kansas City Chiefs. It was the first game to go to overtime, here in the season opener, week 1. So hell of a game, hell of a comeback for the Chiefs. So I'm going to get going. I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Until then, you guys have a good one.